special spectator at the Lane tonight will be Fabrice Muamba, who is back here for the first time since his collapse on the pitch during an FA Cup game back in March, and I'm delighted to say he's here. Welcome.
Hi.
It's nice to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me, and I'm grateful that you put me next to some of the best players playing football.
They're very happy, as we all are, to be sat alongside you.
No, thank you for having me, thank you.
Is it strange to be here of all places?
Yes, to be honest, this is actually the first time I'm walked in here, so I haven't really been out here, been watching them play anyway, so today will be interesting.
Does it bring some things back?
I've been nervous, if I'm frankly honest.
You nervous?
Yes, I just hope I don't collapse on the pitch this time.
No, let's all hope for sure that I'm sure that won't happen. Besides which, you were just explaining before you have a special piece of equipment installed.
It's basically read my heartbeat, and the doctor monitor will have what I'm doing and everything else. So if I'm doing something wrong, he will know straight away.
Blimey, it's a bit Big Brother, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So whatever you're doing.
So whatever you're doing, he pick it up straight away.
And you get a warning.
I'll get a warning the next day. He'll call me and say, "Oh, so you have to."
I've got a wife who does that when I'm away.
No, this is just like on a medical side. So.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So you watch what you're doing with that heartbeat when it gets risen.
So there's a guy in a Batcave in Bolton, exactly, watching monitors.
He's based in London.
Is he?
Yeah.
Was your phone going on the honeymoon? Was the doctor on the phone?
I haven't been to the honeymoon yet. So
typical
on your wedding night then.
Typical of you fellas. Drag the tone down immediately.
I was trying to insinuate that with the actually.
Exactly.
Well done.
We're having a perfectly reasonable medical debate turns into honeymoon tittle-tattle immediately. I don't know.
Nah, it's been alright.
How much do you remember of that night in March? Me and Gordon, you obviously wouldn't have known that at the time. Me and Gordon,
I remember just walking back, but I was by myself, I think, and it was suddenly I lost concentration. And I went. I can't really. I remember that I had a shot was up on the wire, went up at the top, and
we weren't going to mention that.
And we were, I think drawing 1-0, I think.
You were.
And that happened. What was it?
So you remember coming here in the early parts of the game? That's all still in your mind.
And we came out of the pitch, have a look around the pitch, and went back to the change room and looking forward to the game.
And the next thing you knew was what?
I woke up 3 days after in the hospital.
Wow.
Wearing a white dressing gown.
That's unbelievable. And what? Could you speak? Were your thoughts coherent straight away when you came to?
I was trying to figure out exactly what happened to me. I asked Sean at that time. I said, "Can you explain to me? Did it really happen to me?" She did, but the doctor who was upstairs, who was Donald Chelsea, came in and he explained to me exactly what happened as well. But I mean, it happened. It could have happened in any better place than a football pitch, because I've got a medical team and they've got an ambulance. But because the team who worked here were unbelievable, so I'm grateful for them. So I'm looking forward to see them guys as well.
So we certainly had this, as everybody here did, we had this tremendously uneasy feeling. We weren't quite sure what happened. Then you saw a guy emerge from the crowd at full pelt and thought, well, got someone on the pitch.
Well, at first,
turned out to be the doctor.
Well, first I thought Modric has hit him, and then I thought, well, then I thought, please, I hope Modric has hit him. Then somebody ran out the crowd. I see him talking to a steward, then running on. Then after that, it was the most incredible sensation ever. You're not getting believed for the whole crowd were just urging you on.
They were
like, come on, just give me a sign.
It was incredible. Obviously, the story Fabrice was saying before about the doctor, he came on the heart doctor. He was on here with his nephew's ticket. I mean,
so he was here just by chance.
Yeah.
He obviously saw what was happening.
But you also can't take away from the guys that were doing a good job. So they were all worked together and did a great job. And he came in and he saw what they were doing. He added them more and took it to the London chest.
What I think is still certainly defies my very limited medical understanding is your heart stopped for 78 minutes.
Yeah.
And no one can quite therefore explain in terms of how you're sat here talking to you.
I can't even get my head around it sometimes when I think about where I was and what happened to me to where I am right now. So to me, sometimes it blows my mind as well. You're not the only one as well.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's a miracle.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's a miracle, and you've obviously been unfortunately advised in one sense that you can't play anymore.
I think it was the best advice because I was so down for so long, and my left ventricle was badly damaged. And when I went to see the specialist in Belgium, he actually showed me on the screen how badly it was and how it should be. So you have to be very cautious that your health is the most important thing. So my health has to be number one priority, and I've got my son, I've got my wife, and so all these people have to really rely on me. And when I decided they want to play, it was a tricky thing. I didn't want to cry about it. I said thank you, and then I took a flight straight back to England.
Wow. And you've got the rest of your life to do everything else you want to do.
Exactly. So I know football is one thing everybody loves to do, but you also have to realise that your health is the most important thing. So my heart is the most important thing. So I need to make sure I get back to normality.
And Gordon touched on something I think is quite important there, in as much as for all the recent debate around football being divided in so many ways and causing dislike and arguments and divisions, actually didn't half come together around you as a sport.
I think what happened, they brought the whole football world together. I think the PFA and the FA, FIFA, and they all worked together regarding what happened to me, and I'm grateful that the support I've received from everybody, not just England, but the Spurs medical team, the football club, and everybody who's been in football. Have got in touch with me and they wish me ever so well, and I'm grateful as well.
I've got to say that night I was here, I've never seen a group of people coming together as a one for one object and one thing. They just wanted to see your arm, legs, something moving. That I've been in 100,000 people. There's maybe 1,000 no involved. I mean, everybody got involved, and that's why it makes this game so great at time, because we all act strange when we come to football. But we turn it into devils, managers, players. But as a one, we just went, hey, listen. This is in
between, obviously, the electrical charges they were trying to fire through you 11 times. We could actually see the physios and the doctors trying to massage your heart, and the crowd were kind of thumping.
The crowd were doing the same thing,
urging.
It was like it was getting louder every time we pushed it. It was come on, and we were sitting. It was quite emotional. Really.
It was.
And to be fair, last time we seen you were dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the first conversation I've had with you. Well, maybe no. I was at Man United for a few years. I went out there as well. But this is just phenomenal. It's a great story.
And is
the recovery?
Is football, in that sense, a safer environment because of what happened to you than it already was, or were already all the safeguards that can be in place there?
I mean, if you could have a cardiac arrest, the best place you could have it is probably in the football pitch, where you have probably the best medical team and ambulances there, so you have the doctors there available to help you. But also at home you have to be able to use CPR, you have to be able to do the CPR and use the machine. But football is probably the one.
But in terms of players carrying, obviously, conditions they may not know about.
Yeah, but the condition is, it's literally 1 out 100 you can pick it up. It's very tiny, and you can do as much screen as you want to pick up the condition, but you would hardly see it.
I'm right in saying, Fabrice, even if you had been screened that morning,
you
wouldn't have been
never picked it up. Never picked it up. I've been
it's just a trigger that can just be pulled at any time.
You've got a rhythm, I've got a rhythm, everybody here has got a rhythm. So your heart might have a kind of rhythm that your body can't handle and let go of it.
And is it to do with the extreme exercise that you're suddenly undergoing?
I think one of the reasons is because of how intensity of how much you put in yourself, your body. That's one of the reasons.
But you can still exercise now?
Yes, I can exercise. I've been allowed to exercise now.
But obviously not to the level that professional football would require.
To do for now, no.
And how's married life?
Oh, it's been okay so far.
What do you mean okay?
It's okay.
It's been okay.
Why is probably
It's been okay. You know, so she's okay. She's alright.
I bet she is.
I'm sure she is.
Is she coping with you having you around so much?
I'm not really at home most of the time, so I'm trying to stay away from everything. So.
Were all the doctors invited to the wedding?
Yes, there was. Both of the doctors was in there, and the guy from Bolton was in there. So those guys wouldn't be able to make it because I had a game, but they was in the wishes. So I was great. I invited them. I even invited the guy from Belgium, but he was too busy to come.
Saving other people's lives, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to step out onto the pitch to what I'm sure will be a thunderous reception at half time. Are you looking forward to it? You're slightly anxious?
Yes, I am anxious, but I'm looking forward to it. At least this is to say thank you to those guys. You know, they were amazing when it all happened to me. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it is literally amazing that you are still knocking about.
I'm alright.
And we're delighted that you are. It is a genuine footballing, medical miracle. And whatever happens to you from here on in, you've given us all a little bit of hope that it's never over till it's over.
Yes, it is.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Good luck with all your friends.
Yes.
Here at Tottenham.
Thank you.
Fabrice will, I'm sure, get that extraordinary reception when he steps back onto the pitch at half time. I should point out his life story will feature in our series here on ITV4 on December the 4th, I believe, is the date for that. Before that, the fans will be hoping, of course, to have some goals to cheer here as Tottenham go in search of a first Europa League win in the group this season. Warm-ups underway. Can they beat Maribor? We'll talk about that when we come back.